it was basically a matter of time when I will be placing NanoLeaf products in my setup. Today we have something really outstanding, and I'll tell you why. These are the NanoLeaf Ultra Black Triangles Limited Edition, which come in a box set with 9 triangles. Of course, you get a controller and the power adapter. Now, why are these so cool and why do I like them comparing to any other panels in terms of even NanoLeafs, for instance? But here's the catch. They are completely black, and that's outstanding because usually when you choose the coloring scheme of your panels, of any other panels, you basically can't achieve a black color, right? So this way you cover up the black ones, you cover up any other color including the white, and you can choose and do wonders with it. Now they also support Connect Plus, so if you decide to go with additional NanoLeaf products, you can easily connect them together, which is quite outstanding. Now right here in the box, as already stated, you get 9 of these, 9 ultra black triangles, you get a controller and you get a power adapter. Also you get the double-sided tapes for all of your triangles plus the controller, and you get a NanoLeaf logo sticker plus the instruction manual on how to install them. Now some suggestions and how I would go with these. Let's check it out. First of all, you do need to make a plan on how you're going to place your triangles or any other products such as these, just to have some sort of a, I would say, a nice decoration of your setup or any other part of the room, like living room, dining room, or wherever you want to place them, just to have some visuals of how the triangles will go. And this is quite important because it actually took me at least an hour or so to decide which shape I'm going to create above my setup, and this is how it goes. So you can either use the application that they have, which will give you some ideas on the configuration of the panels that you can create, or you can just use a standard pen and paper and draw the triangles as you desire. Now, checking out the panels and everything that they have from the back side, you have in the middle a position for the double-sided tape, and you have on each side of the triangle 2 connection parts. Now this gives you an opportunity to connect them half of the way, which I did, and you can either do that or you can connect them right next to each other with the full one side connected, and it's all up to you and to your design, of course. Now the NanoLeaf Ultra Black Triangles work with Apple Home, Google Home, Alexa, IFTTT, SmartThings and Razer Chroma RGB. This gives you an opportunity, let's put it this way, like fans that work with different softwares of motherboard manufacturers to control the RGB lights. This is the same, well, not the same thing, but it gives you loads of opportunities depending on what smart assistant you have at home and that you use. So gives you varieties of opportunities to actually control the lights, not only using the application or the controller, but you can use it as a voice control as well, which is outstanding. It will definitely give you some additional control on the lights, adjusting them as you wish. So placing them on the wall, I would suggest using a level so that the flat side that is horizontal can be really horizontal and it's not crooked on one side or the other, so it all depends. But this way you'll have a perfect alignment to all the triangles in the setup of the NanoLeaf's Ultra Black triangles, and this will give you some straight horizontal line to make them OCD free, I would say. Of course, do center them properly if you have something like I have in my setup, which will give you some nice visuals of all. So basically what I did is I started with the left side, placing the first triangle with the controller, placing the double-sided tape first on all triangles, and of course, as already stated, either using the app or pen and paper to actually create a design that will be most suitable for you. After that, placing the first one, removing the sticker from the double-sided tape from both controller and the triangle, and using a level to make it properly horizontal. After that is just simply adding additional triangles to the original one with the controller. But then again, I would also suggest using a level because it also has some wiggle space that will make it uneven with the horizontal line. So be careful, use the level, constantly placing all NanoLeaf products. It's just for the visuals, so there's nothing wrong with the product. It's just giving you some nice horizontal line, I would say. But all in all, after placing the first one, you're just popping the additional triangles and that's it. When we're talking about the right side, as you can see, I actually didn't start with the controller because I didn't want to risk adding some spacing between the left and the right channels. And this way, what I did is started with the left and the last triangle in that part, in that segment. And basically after that, it's quite simple. If you did the calculations correctly and adjusted everything on the wall, it's going to be quite cool. Since we're talking about the wall and placing the triangles on it, my suggestion and NanoLeaf's suggestion is to have a really nice clean flat wall without any additional bumps or anything similar to that, because the double-sided tape won't hold. And this is important because after all, you're paying quite a lot of money for these, and if they fall, they might break. Not to mention they might damage something on your table or in your living room, or not even going to say a TV, right? So imagine that they fall because you didn't take care of your wall and they hit your TV, monitor, I don't know, anything from your peripheral range or speakers like I have or anything else. So perfect, clean, flat wall without any additional bumps. It just needs to have that so the double-sided tape can actually stick to the wall and to the triangle and give you a perfect stability while on it. So in other terms, I would say quite outstanding lights. Now, when I recorded with my Blackmagic camera, it didn't have any flickering, it didn't have any stuttering or whatever. Even with my iPhone, I didn't have anything. But with Canon 90D, it does show some flickering. That must be something concerning the settings of the camera, so that can be also adjusted. And I'm saying this because I know some of you guys that are watching have either your own setups and you're recording. You want to pimp up your setup for some, I don't know, YouTube reviews or anything that you do on your social media. Just so you know, it can be adjusted and it works perfectly fine, and the camera records it without any flickering or anything similar to that. So there's that. I need to say this just because I heard some people are having issues. For me, there wasn't any issues, especially with the Blackmagic camera or with my iPhone. So yeah, there's that. Now, to be honest, this isn't the end what I'm going to do with my NanoLeaf products. I placed them above my setup and I placed a special slot for, I don't know, some picture or anything similar to that. But hopefully the entire setup, and you'll see it very soon in my studio tour for 2023, which I know I postponed quite a lot, but constantly something is happening here in this studio, and there are more stuff coming in, and constantly working with new builds, new lighting equipment, sim rig and whatnot. So yeah, bear with me just for a couple of days and I'll push that video out, which will definitely include the NanoLeaf Ultra Black Triangles Limited Edition. Now for the NanoLeaf application. You have it for Android and iOS, and you can adjust the lights, well, really insane. So first of all, you can adjust it to the rooms that you have and where you place your NanoLeaf products. Then you have group scenes, which you can choose from, and basically you can adjust everything here that you desire. Plus, you can add an additional group for group scenes, which gives you an opportunity, if you have much more NanoLeaf products, to select certain devices in certain groups and adjust them as you go. Then you also have downloads, so you can download scenes, playlists, motions and everything else, and basically adjust them to NanoLeaf products as you desire. Finally, we have resources, tools and features, smart integration, exploring products, because the application gives you an opportunity to check out their new products or something else that you might consider. And finally, you can schedule the lights on or off depending on the time that you're getting home or you're working or whatever you want with it. It's quite outstanding. And finally, you have more, which gives you an opportunity to go to NanoLeaf Cloud. Then you have My Devices, Layout Assistant, Firmware Updates, Thread Network, Customer Support, Shop, Homes, Users, and Settings. In Settings, you can adjust shipping region, scene sync, haptic feedback, notification, and privacy. Back to the individual product. So, we have NanoLeaf Ultra Black Triangles. You can adjust the scene, you can go with favorites, playlist, and adjust all scenes, color scenes, rhythm scenes, and Halloween. And right here you have really loads of those. Then we go to the device settings. You have a touch control, which means that you can assign a touch gesture while swiping up, down, left, or right. You have certain touch actions, which can be also adjusted. Auto brightness for ambience mode, minimum and maximum brightness can also be adjusted here. Scene transition, which you can choose to go with multiple scenes. Color calibration, also remote control, system details, and everything about the device. So basically the application really does give you an opportunity to enjoy your NanoLeaf products to the maximum, giving the maximum scene adjustment or whatever you wish, and you can even adjust them to the music sounds and everything else. Guys, I don't have to say anything else when we're talking about NanoLeaf products, because you're really buying an outstanding product in terms of, if you're really into pimping up your setup, if you don't want to go with some pictures or anything similar to that. I really like the panels, really like the LEDs that I have around the table to shine it up and make it pop a bit more, but that's just me. Of course, you have your own opinion, you're going to do it as you wish. I'm just suggesting. So I'm placing the links below for the NanoLeaf Ultra Black Triangles Limited Edition, 9 pieces in each of these boxes with the controller and the power supply adapter that goes directly to your wall socket. One more thing, when you're trying to arrange the triangles and everything, do take into consideration how you're going to connect the wall socket for your power supply, because the cable is running, nothing is wireless, unfortunately. So try to manage it something like I did, placing the cable behind the speaker and hiding it somewhere. So it's, you know, cable management and stuff. So yeah, the link is below for the NanoLeaf Ultra Black Triangles. You can check that out and see if you have something else in mind for their other products. Finally, if you really liked the video and enjoyed the content and everything you saw, don't forget to subscribe, of course. It helps the channel grow and continue doing what I do. So yeah, there's that. Thanks for watching. See you next time, guys. Bye bye.